We designed a 3D tumour world, a Tumourverse, where students could go into an actual tumour and identify all the different cell types that you see in a tumour. So overall we had 3 activities. The first activity was to identify the different cell types in the tumour microenvironment. The second activity was to answer some questions to try and recall the information they'd been taught in the lecture. And the third activity, the students actually got into the Tumourverse and were able to explore a full tumour, all the different cancer cells and the stromal cells that are in that tumour microenvironment, with a view to trying to identify which stromal cell actually transformed Terry Turner, our cancer cell, to become cancerous.
So the aim of this is for us to go through and select the right answers to all the questions. If you get it wrong, you go back to the start, and it's to learn about the different cell types within cancer.
So I'm like a red robot and we're inside of a blood vessel. It's fun to do something like this that engages you a bit more and it's a bit more creative. I don't think you get this sort of opportunity at most universities. People are different types of learners. Me and Annie are both visual learners, and I think this really helps you understand what you're learning, and it's obviously a lot more enjoyable.
I think from a benefits perspective, probably the most helpful thing for students is being able to visualise these things. We've got the different cells almost like mugshots with the sizes of them, so they can visualise actually a cancer cell is pretty large compared to a B cell, which is actually really small. So here they're quite similar in size, but actually in real life they're maybe like 3 times bigger than the other. So being able to visualise that is actually quite helpful for them. So I got a wee bit of inspiration from a very, very old film called Innerspace. I don't know if you remember this, from the 80s with Martin Short and Dennis Quaid, where he gets injected into Martin Short and he's inside the body, and I thought, wouldn't it be cool if we could do that and get inside a tumour? There's no way I could have done this without Gary and Karen. I did try to teach myself Blender a couple of summers ago and very quickly gave up. It's very difficult. And so I said, well, I'll bring the cancer expertise and they can bring the VR world and the Blender expertise, and together we've created Tumourverse.